Hey YouTubers, it's Tony with Mayberry Mini Trucks. Today is Sunday, November 19th, 2023. And today I'm trying to get some trucks videoed so that when the rest of the trucks start coming, we'll have these out of here to make room for the others. Would you please subscribe to our YouTube channel? If you see value in the content, you can hit subscribe and notification, and then you'll be notified when we post a video, and then you can watch the video of my walk around or, and then say, oh, that's the truck I think I'm looking for. I like that. Or look at our website at mayberryminitrucks.com. Also, you can email us at sales@mayberryminitrucks.com, and you can call us at 336-777-9957. And okay, so Mayberry Mini Trucks does service our trucks. We use full synthetic 5W30 engine oil, and we got the law passed. Make sure I don't have my gimbal. I left it in one of these white trucks. So that narrows it down to like 250, 260 trucks, because that's the size of our inventory. Like almost 300 trucks, and we've got a ton of trucks coming. I think we have 77 trucks coming by the middle of December. So, but we do service our trucks. We use full synthetic engine oil, new air filter, new oil filter. We check all the fluids. If it doesn't run properly or lacks power, we get that dialed in, and we fix the heat if the heat doesn't work, and we fix the four-wheel drive if the four-wheel drive doesn't work. So we really try to run a tight ship and run a good business. People, I hope, find value in what we bring to the table. So let's go ahead and let's get started on these remaining trucks. We have 5 trucks to do. This is actually a van. So this is a Honda Acti van. Very interesting, real-time four-wheel drive. That means it's an HH4. Now, as far as the VIN number is concerned, let's see. Air conditioning. Unfortunately, this auction sheet is completely just bleached out. So let's see. Oh, here we go, guys. Here is my hackneyed attempt to show you the VIN number. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, so the paperwork is gone. Boy, I'd really like to see the VIN number. It was there, but it is now gone. Well, shall we proceed without the VIN number? Okay, that's a first. I've never done that before. I hope you could read the VIN number that I had previously shown. All right, so examined by customs. Man, they are a bear. So looking around the perimeter of the windshield, and we have to get through customs on every single truck. Not a single ding on the front. Well, actually, very slight right there. So I can't say not a single ding. I think that qualifies for a ding. But honestly, the front looks beautiful. You can't really see the ding, but I can, because I have such a trained, picky eye. And I don't like to cut corners. If I see it, I like to call it. And then let you be pleasantly surprised when you're like, ding? What ding? I don't know what that guy was talking about. That's just the way we just, I like running it that way. There's a ding and a scratch there. So scratch ding. I like running things that way because, you know, you develop a good reputation for being like that. People talk and they say, hey, this guy really shows, you know, the stuff that might be wrong with it that you might otherwise miss. Beautiful tire. Man, is that a nice door. That is for your gas. This is the rear quarter fender. I see a ding on the tailgate right there that's been touched up, but nothing. Oh, wait. Yeah, so a scratch there and they went psh, and they sprayed it with paint. So this battery was dead. So you can see where they tried to jump it. Ooh, there's a nice shot of the engine. Boy, that's beautiful. Yes, this needs to be reconstituted. A little work needs to be done there. Anyway, oh, I don't know if I want to do all this. Yeah, I really can't do it single with one hand. Can't get it with one hand. Anyway, that seat would come up were I able to, but I'm not able to. All right. So now, oh, wait. Let me go around. Beautiful. So we have a couple of dings on the back. So we have an impression there, a ding there, a ding there. And a ding there. This is your oil fill. Oil fill right there. And the lever for that is okay. The lever for that is right there. This needs to be put back on. It's really not that difficult. It's just customs. Customs just tears into stuff. You can see the engine cover was removed, courtesy of customs. That looks nice. That looks nice too. That headliner is beautiful. Okay, now this rear quarter panel does have a scratch, and again they went psh, and just spray can psh, to prevent rust, which I think is a great sign. Same there, just a little dab of touch up. No, it's not. That's not what that is. That's just dirt. Down this door panel is very nice, but we do have a little scrape right there, and they touched it up. And here, coming down the door post, transitioning to the door itself, we don't have a single ding. Man, is that nice. Look at that. Boy, is that a pretty tire. Pretty wheel. Looking good. Let me try one more time. Yes. Nice. Oh, I'm so glad to have gotten that. Thank you, thank you. In here, you have your windshield washer fluid and your antifreeze overflow tank. It's very Honda-esque. Very nice. In here, we're gonna look at the bottom of the door. No rust. Now, into the floor mat. That is absolutely beautiful. Look at that seat, guys. Isn't that pretty? Man, is that nice. And I haven't been able to get the air conditioning to work on any of these trucks because it's too cold. And air conditioning will not turn on when it's too cold. So, you know, unfortunately you can't read these old auction sheets because they're just like the carbon copy stuff bleaches. That has a crack right there. This needs to be reattached. You see these little nibs right there? They go in these holes, and Customs just yanked this apart. But that can easily go back in there. But they're looking for, you know, contraband. And good for them. I'm glad they're doing that. You know, they're doing their job. Battery's dead. The mileage, 58,200. Yeah, I really don't have a problem with that. I mean, they've got a job to do. As long as they don't break stuff. You know, they can't destroy your property, but they're entitled to check and make sure that nobody's, you know, bringing things into the country that might cause us harm. So I've got to play ball, and I do. Got some pebble pecks there where a rock came up and chipped the paint, and then it's flash rusted. Little nick there where a pebble pecked that. Boy, look at the beautiful luster on that headlamp. See, that is a really, really good sign. That's what you want to see. And we have a ding there, 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 there. So, and I think we've got a few dings there too. We've got a few dings on the front. Excuse me. So now, coming down the front pillar, looking at the door, we don't have any dings at all. Man, look at this blue paint dot. That's a water-based paint. That's a really good sign. That's what you want to see. That's nice. Here's the bed. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's what we like to see. A nice clean frame. A little surface rust on the, or seam rust, which is totally par for the course. Very, very benign to see seam rust. Not a problem. It's not like cancer. Guys, this bed is stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning. Now, this bedside panel has just a topical surface scrape. They touched up a scratch there, but this should come off is what I'm saying. We do have one ding right there. Now we have a ding here, 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 and a dent here from the inside out. And you can see where they touched up. It's just surface rust. Surface rust right there. Not rust through. Huh. And on this side, we have a significant scratch. And 1, 2, 3, 4 dings. A ding there, ding there. And they tried to touch up that scratch. You can see where they just went, and then they touched it up. But, you know, I think if you want, that can be maybe sanded down. Just sand down right there, and then touch it up again. It might not hurt. It's not cancer though, it's just a scratch. It's not even, I don't think it even dented the metal. Got seam rust here, which is no big deal. Again. On the door now, I want to show you coming down the door post. We do not have any damage on the door post or the door until you get down here, and you can see where they did that scratch. It also had some contact there, so you have a slight impression right there. Now, and a ding right there also. But those scratches will come off. Those are topical. Looking good. Here's the bottom of the door. Looking very nice. Man, is that nice. Look at that seat, guys. Boy, is that beautiful. Very pretty. Pretty truck. Pretty truck. It's just got the dings on the front. The seat is gorgeous. So this truck has been very lightly used. It's just got that scrape on the passenger side. That door is beautiful. That's beautiful. And some scratches on this side. Oh, this is interesting. Huh. I wonder what that is. An amulet. 18,660. So that's like 12,000 original miles, guys. That is remarkable. 5-speed with an ultra-low first gear, 4-wheel drive. Gorgeous truck. Not a unicorn because it's got some scratches, but boy, what a fresh truck. It's got dings on the front. Boy, that is a unique truck. It's extremely fresh. I just put the antenna down so that way when you're backing up, you don't catch it and snap it off. Very good looking truck. Just some bruises. And the fact that they spray painted the scratches is a really good sign. Next, S110P 161585. Coming around the windshield. Looking very tight. Very good. The front of the truck, guys, is absolutely stunning. Not a ding or a dent. Nice. Okay, now the roof is gorgeous. Not a chip, not a scratch, not a flake. Absolutely beautiful. Got a ding right there. That's it, one ding. Here's the inside of the inner wheel housing. Looking very good. Now, the frame. Looks beautiful. Just a tiny little bit of seam rust. This is your air filter housing. It's got a wing nut on it that you undo to take the cover off to remove the air filter. That's a Daihatsu S110P. S83P, it is in the same location. Now let's look at the engine cover. Excuse me. Okay, we do have some little rust right there. It is surface rust. And that bolt head has surface rust on it also. So I would say a wire brush would be a good idea. And then a quality paint like Valspar paint. And just, you know, I think that would be time well spent because the bed is really pretty nice. It's beautiful. And it probably wouldn't take you 10 minutes to do that. Very pretty bed, guys. Beautiful. The bedside panel is ding free. The tailgate has several dings. A ding there, there, and there. The plastic is beautiful. The bedside panel has two dings. Nice, nice mud flap. See how crisp that mud flap is? That's a good sign. The dings are right there and right there. Coming down the door post. Excuse me. Oh, the back of the cab is beautiful. Look at that. The door post reveals a completely straight door. Ding-free, dent-free, scratch-free. Gorgeous door. Here's the bottom of this door. Beautiful. Man, is this nice. Boy, is this nice. Wow, look at that. Look at that seat. That is beautiful. This is a 5-speed with a 2-speed transfer case and a 4-wheel drive. Man, that is nice. Guys, I can't say unicorn because those little surface rust spots. Oh, man, I want to call this a unicorn. Differential lock. Wow. Man, that is nice. Oh. That beautiful, beautiful door. Gorgeous. I think that's the first snap I was able to re-snap in this cold weather. Look at that seat. That's perfect. Okay. 42107. So that's like 27,000 original miles. 5-speed, 2-speed transfer case, locking differential, which, by the way, doesn't do nearly as much good as people might think it does. It might add 10 or 15% more tractability, but the 4-wheel drive is of paramount importance. That's your 4-wheel drive button right there. You can engage and disengage the 4-wheel drive in a Daihatsu on the fly. That is a gorgeous truck. Okay. Next, Daihatsu S110P. And that's the VIN number, so you can reference it should you be interested. Now we're going to go ahead and look here for any dings. One ding there. I like that. That's it. One ding. No, 2 dings. One there and a slight teeny tiny one there. I think you might be able to see it. I like the red high jet there. That's kind of nice. Oh, and the Daihatsu antennas, if they ever get bent, no big deal. You just straighten them back out. They let you straighten them. But I'm not going to spend any time on that. But Daihatsu antennas are good because if they get bent, they're they can easily be re-straightened. Trying to find my words. There's a ding there. That's it. One ding. Good looking inner fender. The tailgate has a scrape there that they touched up. And that would be it. No more damage. This tape is for the birds. This is because the hinge was loose, or the latch was loose. That can be tightened by moving this tang back this way with a hammer. And I fix that on almost every single mini truck because I deliver almost every mini truck. This has about 15, 20 dings on it on the back from the inside out. I think you can see them. The sun is shining perfectly like this, so you can see the dings. Boy, I wish I had that kind of lighting the rest of the time. Beautiful. So they did exactly what I say to do. They had surface rust here, and they wire brushed it and hit it with a paint. And look at how nicely it preserved it. That is what I say people should do. They did it. I love it. Nice, nice, nice. That's kind of evidence that my my recommended strategy for, you know, a rusted spot in the bed works. Scratch there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful bed. Can't say much for the tailgate. Here we have air conditioning, so it's kind of hard to see much under here, but there you go. Now, I think I already showed you that. This loose latch can be tightened by bringing that tang back that way. The bedside panel has, you know, 4 or 5 dings a ding there, 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 there. Actually, more than 4 or 5. And they also have some spots where it was nicked and they touched it up with a Q-tip and touch-up paint. Same here, it was scratched and they touched it up with touch-up paint. A ding there, touch-up dab there. Scratch there that was touched up. Here is the inside of the wheel housing, or the inner fender, if you will. There it is. You get a better view of the bed from this side because we don't have the air conditioning condenser to deal with. So you can see that looks pretty nice. Now let's look at the inside. Very nice. Showing you for rust. That's what I'm doing there, is showing you if it has rust or not. Beautiful. We've been able to really avoid rust well. On a Daihatsu, you have a tab there. You want to lift it up so that you can move the seat back forward. And that reveals a very pretty, and that's only on the passenger seat. On the driver's seat, you don't have that. Don't ask me why, I don't know. This is a 5-speed S110P, very pretty. Okay, we do have some splits here. That's pretty Daihatsu-esque. Same thing on that door panel over there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's where they made a cut at the factory for the door handle, and then the constant contracting and expansion from, you know, the cabin heat causes that to split. So if you wanted to, you could recover it. Beautiful, beautiful. The seat has a little damage there, a little pick there, and a split there, and a separation there. 38,410 kilometers. So that's about 24,000 miles. I've had a hard time getting the air to cooperate because it's so cold. But this AC button is depressed. So I will tell you, that's a really good sign. Yeah, it's not turning on, but it probably works because that was depressed already, which means somebody was probably using the air. But when it's super cold out like this, it's almost impossible to get the air conditioning compressor to turn on if it's working. Honda HA4208 6513. This was our lead truck. You can tell by all the bugs on the front. It has surface rust there. Actually, that was more than surface rust. That's kind of a hole right there. A little surface rust right there also. Not a hole. The front of the truck is ding-free and dent-free. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Coming down the door post. We have a ding-free and dent-free door. Wow. What's the noise you're supposed to make for NC State? Woo, 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 woo. I don't know. I forgot. I should know. Oh, I'm embarrassed to admit that. I've just posted it on YouTube. Woo, 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 woo. What? I don't know what sound wolves make. All right, here we go. This is our last truck, Honda HA4. Really looking promising. I think that's the sound you make when you're greeting another wolf packer. Ding there. And a ding there. Nice tire. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Look at that, guys. Look at how pretty that is. Man, is that nice. Wow. How pretty. One heavy, heavy bed mat on a super cold morning reveals a phenomenally astounding, gorgeous, gorgeous bed. Look at that. Man, is that pretty. Beautiful, beautiful. What a bed, guys. What a bed. Tailgate has a ding there, 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 and a tiny, tiny ding there. The bedside panel, look at that plastic. Is that gorgeous? The whole rear end is nice. It's just got dings. The bedside panel on the passenger side has a ding there and there and there and there. Not sure how much you can see there, but good looking tire. No battery cover. Now, let's look at the rear of the cab. Looks remarkable. Beautiful. Coming down the doorpost. Beautiful door. No, that's dirt. But we do have no dings or dents there. But we do have a scrape there and there. Kind of a crease that was scratched. Touch-up spot there. Here's the inside of the inner fender on the passenger side. So how am I doing without a gimbal, guys? Am I making you seasick? I hope. Oh, we do have a battery cover. Oh, nice. And the coveted bolt. I hope we have two. Would be nice if we had two, but one is a good start. Oh, here's the other one. Bingo. So yes, we have 2 of those extremely hard to find Honda battery cover bolts. Nice, look how beautiful that is. Never been touched. Man, this is that toolkit jack has never, and jack has never been messed with. Nice. Okay, now we're looking at the floor. Oh, you can actually read this one. Nice, grade 4, 38,073 kilometers. Huh. Okay, beautiful. I wonder if they showed us. Yeah, they said nothing about the tailgate things. Huh. Some auctions don't do a very thorough job, and you really have to be able to read between the lines and know which auctions are notorious for doing a poor job. That's where the experience comes in. There's 112 auctions in Japan, and we know which ones to be careful of, which ones exaggerate, which ones don't tell you about stuff. It's sad but true. And then which ones are fastidious and do a very careful job of telling you about everything. Kind of like us. That's how we are. And, you know, but human nature. It's true in Japan also. Some people are not as fastidious in their communication as others. So that goes under there. I'm not going to mess with it now, but that can be pushed under there. It's designed to go there. See that cutout? That goes around that round throttle cable. Stop. That needs to be done later. Okay. Under the seat. Beautiful. Got a seat split right there. Not bad, not bad. 38081 now. 5-speed, 4-wheel drive. Beautiful, beautiful Honda. Well, guys, that concludes our video of these trucks. I appreciate you sticking with me for the duration of this video. We got a lot of nice trucks in, and we're getting a lot more in. And thanks for putting up with my poor rendition of the NC State war cry. I still can't remember how it goes. So my son goes to NC State. He wants to be a large animal veterinarian. He's working very hard. So guys, thank you for watching this video. If you have any interest, give us a call. I think I already mentioned the phone number, but I'll say it again. It's 336-777-9957. And our email address is sales@mayberryminitrucks.com. Phone call will work the best. I'm always delivering. We do deliver. We charge $2.50 per mile one way. So if you are 100 miles away, it would be $250. And so yeah, air conditioning on some vehicles, 3, 4, maybe 5. But we couldn't test it because it's too cold for the air compressor to engage. And that's pretty typical of an air conditioning system to not work when it's 37 degrees out. You'll get a title. We got the law passed in North Carolina, making mini trucks street legal. Please subscribe to our channel. We'll service this with full synthetic engine oil, 5W30 full synthetic, new air filter and oil filter, check all the fluids, fix the 4-wheel drive if it doesn't work, fix the heat if it doesn't work, and make sure the truck runs well when it reaches normal operating temperature. So guys, again, thank you for watching our video.